In an ever-evolving digital landscape, for your business to thrive, you must adapt or die. Welcome to Marketing in the Age of AI, the podcast helping you harness the power of AI and marketing tools to revitalize and grow your business. And now here's your host, marketing expert and author of Authentic Marketing in the Age of AI, Emmanuel Rose.
Welcome to this episode of Marketing in the Age of AI. I'm Emmanuel Rose. Today, we're delving deep into the insights of Mark Weithorn, founder and CEO of DPI Showcase Websites, a pioneering tech company dedicated to developing website solutions for realtors and brokers for over 2 decades. Mark is an expert in marketing with a solid background from his experience in retail marketing and product development. He recently unveiled leads.ai, an innovative tool designed to help realtors connect with motivated sellers. Join us as we explore Mark's journey, his perspectives on AI and marketing, and the future of real estate and technology. Mark, thanks so much for spending some time with me tonight.
Wow, thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, I appreciate your time. And you've been in this space for 22 years as the tech guy. Were you a realtor before you started building websites for real estate people?
No, I sort of backed into it. I mean, I did get my real estate license one summer about 12 years ago. I was bored and my wife said, go get your real estate license. And I actually passed the test. So, yeah. But my background is marketing. I went to Fashion Institute of Technology in New York and studied marketing and commercial photography. And then I did commercial photography. We were doing slideshows, corporate slideshows.
Nice.
And then that changed because they came out with video and everyone wanted video, not slides.
Yeah.
But the problem was those cameras weighed about 40 pounds and I'm this tall, slanky, skinny kid, and I couldn't carry one of those cameras. It weighed more than me.
That's funny.
So I ended up opening an ad agency, doing retail advertising, doing radio commercials. Remember radio?
I do. I love radio.
And newspaper ads and TV commercials. And then I teamed up with these 2 brothers who were creative, and we started doing product development, packaging, and placement of products. And then we grew vertically. We opened a digital printing company where the DPI comes from.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I just stumbled into the real estate world. We were doing, printing for realtors. They needed to do postcards. Yeah. And one day at a trade show in Atlanta, this young guy walks up to me and he goes, I just developed this website for realtors. You want to help me market it? And, my eyes like popped up and I went, yeah. And 21, almost 22 years later, here we are.
Well, that's a great run and a testament to your perseverance.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
Well, what have you noticed has stayed the same through those 22 years?
So technology has changed, but people are still people. People still have wants, desires, needs. Every day you have to get up and you make breakfast. Coffee's coffee. I mean, the packaging it came in has shrunk. A pound of coffee is now 12 ounces.
Yeah.
But, people are still people. And what you offer them and how you communicate with them has changed, but we still have the same needs.
Yeah, I love that, and I think the fundamentals of marketing continue to get farther and farther away from most of the marketing that is out there, and I think that's a real shame. And I encourage anybody who's a new marketer to go and take 3 psychology classes. And a copywriting class before you write your next piece of anything, or your next prompt for ChatGPT, so that you're in touch with the humans, like you're talking about, Mark. I appreciate that, the human wants and desires, and what's in it for them, for the listener, right?
I teach marketing classes to realtors. I've been doing that for like 27 years.
Uh-huh.
And when I get the newbies in my surviving the first 6 months as a realtor class,
Yeah.
I talk to them about various things, and I say, well, what do you do when it's someone's birthday? And people go, well, you text them. And I go, no, texting is late. Pick up the phone,
Yeah.
call,
Right.
talk to them. This is a perfect chance to like reconnect with someone. Have their name and their spouse's name and the kids and the pets all in your CRM, your client management system.
Yep.
Oh, how's John? How's Jane? How's Spot? It's like, talk to these people.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I know what kind of gifts they like to have, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's unique about the DPI showcase that you've built in your marketing genius? What have you built into that?
So what we do is we realize that most realtors are not tech people. They're salespeople. It's that right brain, left brain thing.
Sure.
I never remember which side is which, but it's a right brain, left brain thing. And so what we do is we automate as much as possible. So this way, the thing goes on autopilot. For example, we take a blog article every day and put it into the system, so it goes on every single website.
Oh,
And then
nice.
so it's auto blogging, and then we
Yep.
automatically post on their Facebook and LinkedIn pages.
Nice.
And then every Monday, we take the previous week's blog articles and repurpose it into an e-newsletter email and send it out to all the clients in their CRM. And the realtors don't have to lift a finger.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you're essentially, you've automated the process of marketing for a whole big group of realtors.
As much as we can, you
Yeah.
still have to pick up the phone and call people. For example, now with AI technology, we're able to get seller leads for realtors. And as opposed to what Zillow and Realtor.com gives you, which are buyers leads or renters, we're looking for listings, because listings last.
Gotcha.
And we use AI technology to look at online activity, and then we put the leads into their CRM, so we automatically start sending out emails. But we also give the realtor a daily hot sheet list, and they need to pick up the phone and call these people, connect to them, make a friend. One of my favorite books, I read this when I was 10 years old, was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It was written in the 1930s. It's the number 2 best read book in the nation, right behind the
The
Bible.
Bible. Right. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. And, tells you how to talk to people, make friends, Hi, what do you need? What can I help you with? No, no, no. Talk to someone, take an interest in them. They'll be your friend for life.
Well, I love that you guys have you've built in not just the website but the CRM and some amount of blogging and email marketing. So that's really really smart. So explain to me a little bit more about the leads.ai and what the technology is behind that and what the purpose is.
So we worked with some Google partners that we met at one of the Google conferences in Vegas, and we used online activity in order to see who we think is primed to sell their home.
Okay.
If people are interested in moving, there's 2 parts to the equation. They're moving from one place to another.
Yeah.
So if they're a property owner, then typically they are selling where they're at and then buying something else.
Yeah.
So in the real estate world, if you have a listing, you're basically guaranteed a portion of the commission
Sure.
if it sells.
Yep.
If you're working with a buyer, buyers can be fickle. They work with you today, and then all of a sudden, something pops up, and you didn't answer the phone, and they got to get it right away, and they're calling someone else, and you lost them.
Yeah.
So if you have a listing that works, and that's what we're trying to focus on, is to get our clients more listings.
What a cool use of real-time search leads, and I had never thought of it before for that kind of application. So that's awesome, smart use of people looking up a defined number of keywords, looking for services right before they want to get their house listed. So that's cool. I'd love to know more about what those keywords are, and what the algo is behind that to figure that out. But I understand that's proprietary, as it should be.
Yeah, it's like the herbs and seasonings in KFC, or Coca-Cola's secret sauce, ingredients.
Yeah, right. No, that's a smart move. I love it. And yeah, the high value part of that transaction, right, is the listing itself. So that's cool. Now the software for the website and all the additions that you have is I would call it very affordable. So talk to me a little bit about what the upsell and cross sell is that you're doing to increase your marginal value of each subscriber.
What we did, we first started this about 22 years ago, and that was before they had this thing called the IDX, which is a part of the MLS where all the listings are.
Yep, I'm aware of that. Yep.
And then we created an HTML. I'm getting into the weeds here. We created
I got you. I'm following.
We created an HTML system, and then about 8-9 years ago, because of smartphones and because more and more people were using them, we decided that we couldn't keep patching our existing system. So we hired a company located in Kolkata, India, some really smart people. It's a large company with about 80 programmers. And we redid our software from scratch.
Oh, nice.
It took about 9 months. And when we designed it, we put in a lot of automations on the design side. So it made us really efficient. So we can create a really luxurious website in less than a day, in hours.
Yep.
And then it gives the client the ability to go and make, some modifications and changes and things like that.
Right.
So we're able to really bring the cost of getting into a website with the MLS integration and the CRM and the blogging and all these other things at a really low price point. And we don't charge for setup fees when some of our clients are charging $1,000 or more for setup fees.
Yeah.
We charge $69 a month for the website.
I know, your most expensive package is $149. I want to sign up, and I'm not even a realtor.
There you go. Just go get your license. I'm here. You're in Reno. There's lots of real estate in Reno.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Yeah, not my thing. Fortunately, but so yeah, you have very affordable packages for. So are there, and it's all bundled together, including the IDX and all that. So that's amazing. Are there other services that then you stack on after? Or sell after people sign up for the website, or so those base packages?
No, it's just a $69 a month. The only thing is, if you add the leads, then it's $149 a month, and that includes the website and the CRM and the leads. There's some hard costs in getting the leads because we have to use property tax roll data and stuff like that, and so there's some hard costs in that. But no, I don't like nickel and diming people. I don't like to be nickel and dimed.
Sure.
And I was on the phone with my cable company the other day, and oh my God, I was just like, geez, I need a stiff drink when I'm done with them. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's really distasteful. So I don't like nickel and diming people. and
I love it.
I don't want to do it to my clients either.
So tell me, let's see, in the last 6 months or so, what's been the most successful client acquisition process for you in your marketing and in how you're getting people to trial or purchase?
So our niche is we're going after the independent brokers. I mean, we do a lot of single realtors, because
Yeah.
they don't want to use the system that their broker offers them.
Okay.
Because if they use the CRM that the broker offers them, and then they switch brokers, they lose
Right.
it, and then
They're
the broker
trapped.
gets
Yeah.
all their clients.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But there's a lot of independent brokers. Some of them just work by themselves. They have no agents working under them, and they're as happy as can be. And then I just signs up someone, stole them away from one of my larger competitors. They have 200 agents.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And he's getting all these like sub agent websites for his agents and stuff like that, and where he was paying between $1,500 and $2,000 a month, I'm bringing it in at $199 a month, and it's for his main site, and then all his agents are going to have their own little mini websites.
Wow. He's going to have a lot of money to spend on ads and get people into his open houses now.
Well, it's not as profitable to be a broker as it used to be. The industry has made it easy to become a broker. Basically, you take a course, you take a test, and if you pass, Shazam, you're a broker.
Right.
So it used to be where you had the brokers control the industry. Now you have the realtors are controlling the industry, because they'll jump from broker to broker depending on what the broker offers them.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Go
was
ahead.
there was a huge consolidation recently in the industry. Compass just bought Anywhere, which was a conglomerate which had like a whole bunch of brokerages, like One Sotheby's and Century 21.
Okay.
So all of a sudden it became a behemoth. And coincidentally, just as soon as that happened, I had a bunch of realtors calling me up and going, I'm leaving them because, I don't like being part of this big conglomerate.
Right.
I want to be part of something small where there's no restrictions.
Yep.
I'm going to open my own brokerage where I don't have to worry about anything. So that's the beauty of this country. Is what we all look at the big companies, General Motors and Ford and all that, but most of the companies are small mom and pop companies.
That's how we like it, so that we can control some part of our destiny, right?
Sure.
So then, are you running pay-per-click ads? You have a referral program? How are you getting new users, Mark?
Well, probably about 60% of my signups are from referrals.
Okay.
Because we have a good product, and people like us. We have good service. If you need something, a big part of having a website is after it's live, you have changes.
For sure.
And you want to have someone you can talk to, and we don't charge for changes because
Wow.
we find that it's distasteful. Oh, you want to change your bio? Well, that's going to cost you $20. No,
Right.
no. That's really bad. But then we do a whole bunch of other things. We do pay-per-click. I do Facebook marketing, LinkedIn marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I am a spammer. Okay, I probably send out 500,000 emails a week.
Wow.
Yeah. In 22 years, I've been collecting a lot of email addresses.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
And then I do things like this, podcasts. I'm presently working with someone who's like an agent who's trying to get me to be a keynote speaker at conferences.
Mm-hmm.
Because I teach marketing and sales to realtors, and basically that can translate to other industries as well. So it's just a lot of stuff that you throw against the wall, and it sticks.
Yeah, well, with that type of email outreach, both warm and cold, I'm sure that generates a lot of traffic for you.
Sure, it does. It works. There's certain foundations in marketing, and that's one of them.
Yeah, love it. Well, what's you've got the leads.ai as your new release. Is there something on the roadmap for this year that you're going to be adding in?
Well, we're about to relaunch our CRM. I had a conference call on Teams this morning with my programmers. Right now, it's like 98% done. They're debugging a few things. That'll probably launch in the beginning of February. So our whole CRM is going to have a major upgrade. And the beauty of our CRM is, once again, the automation. We put in as many automated processes as possible.
Yeah.
So that's happening. Once that is done, then we're going to go back into our property search and put some AI functionality into that.
Mm-hmm.
We originally copied Zillow, don't tell them, for our property search, because people are used to Zillow, they're used to the format and how they is, so that that when they come to one of our websites, that it's similar to Zillow, so they don't have to figure out what to do.
Smart. Yep.
And but now with AI and a lot of the agents and stuff like that, there's a lot more functionality that we can put into it. So we're going to be working on that over the next few months.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, it should be great. I have some other ideas on what to do. They're in the drawing on a napkin stage right now.
Yep, that's always the fun part.
That is the fun part.
Before you spend $1, you get to feel like you've created something.
When I was in college, I needed to take an elective, and I took a logic class. And I was like, boy, this is a big waste of my time. Well, guess what? I'm using it right now. If then. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, so any other features you want to tell us about, or those secret ones, the napkins?
I don't like talking about these things before they come out. You put a hex on things, you jinx it. I usually don't tell people, when we're going to release something, because, programmers are like, construction people, yeah, we'll have your house built in a year, and then it's like a year and a half. So it's just part of the process.
Yeah, and as you've experienced and I've experienced, software development is probably one of the craziest parts of business. It's always late, it never works when you release it, and then it breaks at the worst times.
And then you have to be careful. AI, they've come out with some things in AI which I think are not people friendly.
Okay, like what? What do you got?
Oh, okay. Like these chatbots, you go on, you want to talk to your bank or your cable company or something like that, right? And you go onto the website or you call them on the phone, and you'll spend 20 minutes going in circles because they think that they've got this all automated.
Yeah.
And the truth is they don't have it automated. And what it does is it turns off people. Yeah. Now, in the case of your cable company, well, they're a monopoly. You're stuck there.
Right.
But if you're dealing with Realtor A and Realtor B is their competition, and they give you good customer service, so there's someone you can talk to, and all of a sudden Realtor A, you get turned off by this, over AI'd program, you go into Realtor B. Retailer B,
Yeah.
So you have to be really careful about how you use the technology. I once gave a presentation. It was at in front of programmers. It was called the KISS method: keep IT systems simple. And I yelled at these people. I said, "Stop making needless changes. It's like you're driving us crazy. Just I know you want to get a paycheck, but don't just do the stupid stuff."
Yeah.
Like Apple just came out with a new release for the iPhone, and now all of a sudden, what used to be on the top is now on the bottom. But why? I liked it on the top. It was there. It was there for 3 years. I was used to it. So you have to really be careful on how you integrate technology, realizing that it's people using it, and most people are not tech people.
That's for certain. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, and it is mind-numbingly stupid to make changes to things that don't need to be changed, and force people to relearn stuff and waste their time. Right.
Waste of time, sure. I mean, we purchase domains all the time from GoDaddy. I probably have, like, I don't know, 750 domains in my account.
Yep.
And every week they're changing how you purchase a domain, what button you put. I was like, no, don't do that. I want to be able to do this in like 1 minute. I got 1 minute to buy a domain. That's it. I got to move on to the next task. And now all of a sudden I got to do 10 other things. I got to go into incognito because no, stop that. Stop that.
Yeah. Well, I think from your comments, then we know that the DPI showcase is simple to use and is built for people who are mostly salespeople. And there's as much automated as you can do while still keeping the personality of the individual.
Yes, and it's extremely affordable.
I would agree. It's shockingly affordable, is what I would say. So I would definitely encourage people to get in there and try it, because it's for the stack of options that you have in there, it is well priced.
Thank you.
Mark Weithorn, is that how I say it? Weithorn?
It's Weithorn.
Weithorn. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Unless you were Mr. Jaffe and my third grade teacher, no one argued with him, and he said Weithorn, and that was fine, Mr. Jaffe.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. I am not Mr. Jaffe. If people want to get in touch with you and have a conversation about marketing for their real estate projects, how do they do that?
Just go to my website, www.dpishowcase.com, dpishowcase.com, and everything's there. And my email, my phone is there if you want to call me. I have people calling me from all over the country. As we just signed someone up from Puerto Rico this week. So yeah, dpishowcase.com. It's all there. All
right. Well, that information will be in the show notes too. And Mark, I really appreciate you spending some time with me this evening. And best of luck with the CRM upgrade. And we'll have to have you back on the show at the end of the year to find out what back of the napkin updates made it into the software.
I'd love to. Thank you.
All right, Mark. You have a great evening, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Well, I think even if you're not in the real estate industry, you can take away something really important, which is if you're going to automate or leverage AI, make sure that it is taking the human being that's using it into consideration as the primary functional piece. So you want to use a process to outline both the customer journey and your SOPs and marry those things together, so that the AI flows easily and consistently, and that there's always a bailout from the AI tool. So if it's a chatbot, that you can immediately get to email somebody. If it's a voice AI, that you can press 1 to talk to a human. Those sorts of bailouts keep people engaged and feel like they're being taken care of. I hope you got some value out of the conversation I had with Mark today, and I hope that you take some time to dig into the myriad of AI tools that are on the market and learn how to build custom GPTs and leverage some of the single purpose tools so that you can win some time back from your work week. And with that time, you continue to upskill, that you spend it with your friends and family, and that you get outside into nature away from screens. This is Emmanuel Rose, Marketing in the Age of AI.
Thanks for listening to Marketing in the Age of AI. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. Your copy of Authentic Marketing in the Age of AI is available at Amazon.com or EmmanuelRose.com. You can also connect with Emmanuel on LinkedIn. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.